Hi, Joyce Micah, Great Day on the Water Guide Service, and we are out on a West Metro area lake. Got a little sunfish here. Just getting started. We came out to set up for the afternoon bite, afternoon and evening for sunfish, and then we're expecting to get some crappies more in the evening and even after dark out here. It's mid-February. We got about 22 inches of ice. We're sitting at the edge of a reef here, about 13-14 feet of water with about 2-3 feet of weeds down there, and just slightly out here it drops off to into the main basin of the lake. So we're gonna hope to catch a bunch of sunfish, some bigger than that. Yeah, we've gotten a few here leading up to dark, into about dark, but then we're hoping sometime around dark then the crappies will start coming up here as well to feed. So we will keep at it here, and we'll talk a little more about the baits and what we're doing as we catch more fish. Hey there, we got another one, a little nicer one here, a male. Been hitting lots of these 7 to 8 inchers here. They'll get bigger here as the day goes on. Going to show what we're using. I need more bait here. We're kind of all trying something different here until we get a pattern. This is a gill pill from Custom Jigs and Spins, small with a flat bottom, so it kind of hangs 3/4 and moves a little water and flutters when it comes down. There's one spike or Eurolarva on there. I got to put on a couple more. We're also using tungsten tubbies with Eurolarva, tungsten tubbies with soft plastics, and also using some waxworms on some of these as well, trying bigger bait, smaller, more aggressive, less aggressive, till we get dialed in here to a bite. So we'll show some of those other baits as we catch some more fish. My son Parker's got one here. Smaller one again, but they're starting to show up, starting to bite. Oh, he took that down. I'll get that out for you. I'll be back when we get another one. Big thumbs up and smile, Parker. My son Parker just got a nice one there. Nice male, 8 incher or so. We're not keeping any fish today, so we'll be putting him back. What do you think, bud? They're starting to bite pretty good, huh? Alright. Take a look at the locator. Oh, we got fish on the locator there coming up out of the weeds. We'll get a still photo of that baby and get it back. Hey, just going to talk about equipment a little bit. We are in my clam 8x8 Bigfoot hub. 8 foot by 8 foot, lots of room in here. For 4 guys, we got 3 guys fishing. We got a dead stick down with a bobber and a 4th hole. We're using Humminbird. My son's using a Helix Ice 7. My dad and I are using Ice 55s. We're using St. Croix Legend Black ice rods, varying lengths and weights with anywhere from 24 to 28 inches, all with the stainless steel strike indicators on the tip. And various models of inline ice reels. We got some number 8 Tackle Company inline ice reels in here, and we got some Fish 13 inline ice reels. Really like those inline ice reels. We're using 2-pound test Berkeley Vanish fluorocarbon right on there on the inline reels and right down tied to our jigs. Super stealthy, that 2-pound test fluorocarbon. They cannot see that down there, and you can put that directly on that inline reel and don't need any swivels anywhere, because that inline reel does not twist the line. So then when you get the jig down there, anybody who's fished with an underwater camera has seen, if you are using a spinning reel, you get a jig down there and it sits and twirls and spins for quite a while, and that can really turn fish off. So really recommend those inline ice reels. Light little fluorocarbon, is invisible in this clear water. You can get a lot of fish that way. And then we are drilled our holes with my Strike Master 40 volt lithium auger. Well, I don't know, used gas augers for a long time, but 4th season now with that lithium ion electric, and wouldn't go back to a gas one at all. You can hear a gas one running in the background there. nice and quiet. We can drill the holes in this hub with it set up. Don't have to worry about leaving the doors and windows open to get gas fumes out. Great for guys with wheelhouses. They need to come and pop their holes back open. They don't gas up their house. Get tons of, my dad's got one looking at them, get tons of holes drilled on one charge. Those things are just great for ice fishing. So that's our rundown of our equipment. We'll be back with some more fish. My son Parker's got a nice one here. Good job holding him up, everybody. Nice one. Atta boy. Again, not keeping any fish today. We got fish in the freezer. And I'll take a close-up look at his rig there. He's using a pink and white tungsten tubby with 3 spikes or Eurolarva on it. And we'll let you get back down there. There's some fish coming up out of the weeds down there again. Okay. And my dad's got one here. Oh, that's a nice sunny there, yeah. Starting to, as we get into mid-afternoon here, they're starting to get a little bigger and a little more frequent. Take a look at him. Yeah, that's a good eater there if you're looking to keep one, 8-incher or so. Well, we don't need any today. So. And that was on a tungsten tubby with a wax worm. Get that worm straight down there and go back down. I see a couple more coming out of the weeds down there.
Oh yeah, they're coming out now.
Alright, got one here. That's a little better one there. I'm going to show you the bait here after I get him back down the hole. Using a tungsten tubby here, tipped with a, oops, the bait's dangled around the hook, but with a little soft plastic with 2 little tails sticking off of a little Berkeley soft plastic, and they're getting going good enough now. They seem to be hitting that as well as the live baits. So get it back down there. You might have noticed lanterns sitting by the holes when I was doing some filming earlier. We got those here ready to go for later when we do the crappie bite. The crappie bite will get started here, we're hoping, right around sunset and go into the dark a little bit. Alright. Grilling burgers or brats is a great idea when you're going to spend a full day out on the ice, to have a nice hot lunch or dinner in between fishing. My son Parker was filming me there, get one, and all of a sudden he looked over and his rod was tugging and bending, and of course he had to get one bigger than me. Get the hook out and get a look at that one. Yeah, nice fish, buddy. Get him back down the hole quick there. Somebody else can catch him another day. Alright, I got a little nicer one here. Chubby, nice little 8-inch bluegill there. We were just watching, something was bobbing the minnow into the dead stick a little bit, and all of a sudden my rod bent over. And that one was on the gill pill, custom jigs and spins with 2 Eurolarva on it, or spikes. So we're starting to hammer them pretty good here now. Catching, 1 out of every 3 is a keeper, but we're starting to catch fish pretty fast here. So it should just keep getting better as the afternoon goes on, and then hopefully some crappies later here too. Alright, my son Parker is getting to be the hot stick here. He's got another nice one there. Take a look at it. That's okay. Down on the hole he goes. Want to get him back in as quick as I can. Good job, buddy. A good one in here. Yeah, and then he wants to get tangled up in the... Oh, there, I got him out of that. I got a little one. You can stay with Grandpa. I got a baby one here. Sounds like his is nicer. Not too bad. But get back down there and catch something bigger. What do you say, Parker? Okay? Hey, another nice chunky bluegill here. We are getting to late afternoon here, a little before 4, and we're lighten up the bluegills pretty good. They get on a good bite, then for half hour, then they settle down for 15 or 20 minutes and stare, and then all of a sudden they start biting again, and getting some nice ones mixed in with some small ones. What are we at, 3:45 here, so hoping to still get a pretty good bite here for the next hour or so. It's getting dark now around a little before 6, so hoping maybe by 5:30 we start seeing some crappies showing up too. Hey there, got another nice bluegill here. 8-inch or so male. Back there I'm still using that gill pill with a couple of spikes on it. Parker's still fishing a tungsten tubby over there with a couple of spikes on it. And again, we get little spurts where they go crazy and then they slow back down again a little bit, and then they come on again, and I'm catching a lot of nice fish. How many fish, Parker? What did that one make?
71.
71. So hopefully a lot more to come here yet, plus some crappies. Alright, my son Parker with a nice chunky 8-inch bull there. Oh boy. How many is that, Parker? 76? Alright. Put down the hole, oh boy. There's my dad's flasher all lit up like a Christmas tree. Get him.
I'll go for it.
There we go. Got a nice chunky male there. And that one, I'm kind of alternating between live bait and plastic. That one's on a DMC tungsten tubby with a little Berkeley, I don't even know what they call it. It's a little soft plastic with a little fork tail on it. And as soon as they start getting tough to catch on a live bait, then I go to that, and sometimes then I get more aggressive with that. When they get a little more negative, I'll get more aggressive with that, and then sometimes I'll trigger a strike where sitting more subtly with the live bait might not get a bite that goes. So it's a good tip if they start getting a little negative. A lot of times people want to downsize, and you can try that too, but if you downsize and they still are negative and just staring at the bait, go to something a little larger, a little more aggressive, get it up a little higher and work it a little harder, and sometimes you can trigger a strike. Alright, oh, my dad's got a nice one there. Why don't you hold him up? We'll get a look at him, and then oh yeah, nice one. Still got a good bite going. Ah, there we got another nice chunky bluegill. Switch back on the gill pill from Custom Jigs and Spins with a couple of spikes or Euro larvae on it. And that subtle approach popped a bigger one there. So we're 4:45, getting close to that, maybe the last half hour. Oh, Grandpa's got one coming in. Maybe that last half hour bluegill time here, and then we'll see if we can get some crappies. That's not a bad one, but in betweener there, yeah. Nice and thick. Nice thick one though, yeah. So we'll stay after it here. Hey there, it's getting late, getting kind of dark in here. We got a nice bluegill there. They're still biting like crazy. I got to look on the counter. I think this is number 116 today, or 115, something like that. So hoping here as it gets dark that we'll switch over to crappies too. But boy, we've been having a ball with the sunfish, and you know, we're having to weed through. We like to keep sunfish over 8 inches, between 8 to maybe 9.5. They get to 9.5 or bigger, then we like to throw those back too. And I would say we've caught, out of our 115, 116, whatever that is, I would say we've caught 35 or 40 maybe that would be over 8 inches. So you know, that's a 1 to 3 to 1, 4 to 1. That's kind of ratio you got to weed through, but it's loads of fun. Alright, it's getting dark here, and my dad's got our first crappie of the evening. Let's see him here. Nate, swim over here first. Let's see. 9-incher. It's a start. We'll give it a little while here and see if we can get a few more of them. We're at 129 sunfish today on the counter. And we got a crappie there, so good job, Nate. And my son Parker got another crappie here. Take a look at him there. Yeah, 8-incher or so. Okay, good job, bud. Send him down. Alright, it's a couple crappies here. Wait just a little longer, see if we can get a few more. We're pretty much at full darkness now. So we'll see if they get going here. Good job. Alright, got a nice crappie here. Lipped here. Didn't open the bottle. There we go. Yeah, that's a 10-11-incher there. I got him on a gill pill with a single wax worm on it. So, not bad. Let's get back to it. Alright, my dad Nate with another crappie. They're crappies at night. They can be a little finicky. We've got a lot of fish down there. More looking than catching. Hold them up for the camera there. More looking than catching, but what is that, about 8 or 9 crappies now here?
Yeah,
since it got dark, and some nice ones there. So like 140 or so fish overall. So good afternoon, evening.